Alrighty, hi collective. So I feel like we are being called to just fully step out of our comfort zone, to fully just be ourselves, to fully just express ourselves authentically, genuinely, from the heart center. Just be curious with life. And stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment does not exist. The perfect time does not exist. Thinking that there's going to be a perfect time will keep us at home and completely bored out of our minds. And I finally got the tattoo that I wanted to get. It's the breathe symbol. And I'm very excited that I went, because I was really just thinking about it so much in my head. I was like, oh my god, like, what if they charge me too much, or what if it doesn't go right, or what if they can't take me? But I was like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen is a no. The worst that can happen is no. And honestly, being told no, it's not as scary as we think. It's just divine redirection. It's protection. It wasn't meant to happen. So if I went and I could not get it done today, then it wasn't meant to happen. But everything was perfect. It was in alignment. And it was just beautiful. So I just felt called to bring down my Wild Mystic deck for you guys, and as well as the Inner Child deck, and a Gateway deck, a Gateway activation. Right now, I feel like we're going through a major shift of identity. Our old identity is shedding, and anything that's attached to it that is no longer serving us is just being asked to let go of that. Okay, limited beliefs, lack mentality. Because another reason why I didn't want to go get that tattoo, because I was like, you know what, like, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to have no money. But the universe always provides. Like, when we are guided to do certain things, we just have to trust, fall back and trust. And guys, like, removing them limited beliefs, like that subconscious reprogramming, you will always find a way to make more money. Okay, don't think about how you don't have it. Think about, how am I gonna make more money? Okay, and do the things that you're afraid to do. That's it. I'm very happy. Like, I'm so happy for the new ink. I'm so happy. So I'm gonna start off with the Wild Mystic deck and see what messages Spirit has for us today. Okay, let's see. All right, Spirit. Any messages for my collective? Let me pull my chair back. Okay. The shirt is like falling off my shoulders. Okay. All right, Spirit. Any messages for my collective? What do we need to hear? What do we need to focus on right now? Let's see. Perfect. Okay. What do we need to focus on right now? What do we need to hear? Any guided messages for my collective? Guys, the energy that is in the air, it feels amazing. I feel like you guys were recently called to spend time by yourself, and you're glowing. Your skin is glowing. Your life is glowing. You're glowing. And I feel like there's this different energy about you that people are just going to be like, what's going on? They can't really put their finger on it, like, logically. But, like, you know that you just been rocking with God. You've been rocking with your own energy, and you leaving all the BS in the past. Like, guys, every time we engage in drama, those are just distractions from our dreams. They're distractions from our dreams. And the devil sends people that we, love and care about, and it is really just distractions. At the bottom of the deck is freedom. So what's entering in our lives right now is the energy of freedom, and freedom is connected to our inner child. It is connected to, as long as the little version of us is happy, working on the blocks that are coming up, the triggers that are coming up, being there with love, compassion, and grace for ourselves. That is how we get freedom. Like, we no longer put ourselves in this bubble of judgment, or that the identity that other people place on us. We're breaking free of that. Okay, that is true freedom. I'm gonna read this card as well. I'm gonna pull that to the side because that caught my eye at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, any other messages for the collective? Any other messages for the collective? Okay, so we got freedom and trust. So really trusting in the divine to really deliver all of the manifestations, all the blessings that we are wanting, and really opening our eyes to see it right in front of us. This is very beautiful. And I feel like the tree in front of me kind of looks like a horse too. So I'm going to just say, like, some of you guys need to just really fully trust in the divine. And some of you guys may be called to horseback ride. Horses are very spiritual animals. Give it a go, okay? Next is deal. Okay, and this one's also has a Capricorn symbol on it, and I'm a Capricorn. I don't know, Capricorns might be watching this, earth angels, earth signs, but big Capricorn energy. So let's see what these messages come through as. So we have freedom, trust, and deal. Let's see, what messages do you have? So before I even close the deck, inside I see this card flipped over, disguise. So some of you guys, you need to stop hiding in plain sight. Stop putting on the mask that you think that other people want you to wear. That is another version, that's another way for you to stifle down your higher self, stifle down your authenticity. And you are not made to put in a box. You are not made to blend into society. You're meant to stand out. When you walk into a room, people can't help but be like, oh my god, who is that? She's so different, he's so different, they're so different. They can't put their finger on what makes you so different. You are meant to be that way for a reason. You were chosen to stand out and be and make a difference in the world. Okay, so don't hide your authenticity, don't hide your uniqueness. God made you that way for a reason. So let's read the freedom card first. I'm looking for the page, y'all, because it is like an animal that I don't even know what the heck kind of animal that is. Okay, it's called a narwhal. Okay, that's why I could not find it. So freedom. This card represents freedom and independence. The narwhal is a mysterious creature of the icy ocean. Long ago, their tusks were sought after for magical purposes, and they were often associated with mythical unicorn. Even today, we have little understanding of their impressive singular tusk. The theory is that it might be used for communication. We do know that narwhals are elusive and do not do well in captivity, which adds to their natural mystique. This card is one of liberty, independence, and not allowing yourself to be tied down. So being tied down, I'm seeing these restrictions as like limited beliefs, things you believe about yourself that are not true. You're taking on other people's projection of you, and Spirit is saying that that is not you. Okay, you need to spend more time with yourself to really get to know yourself, so that when people do come and try to put those projections onto you, those limited beliefs onto you, you can safely say, you know what, actually that's not who I am. Okay, you are projecting, honey, and that is on you. You need to keep that shit for yourself, because that ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, the narwhal card evokes magic, power, and spirit. It's knowing your own power and celebrating it through expression, individuality, and uniqueness. The narwhal card is freedom from commitment, earthly ties, and responsibility, allowing you to swim in the deep oceans under an icy blue moon. This card is a symbol of adventure, travel, and journeys to find yourself and the power within. It is hope and liberty after a period of restraint or inhibition. Okay, so what I'm seeing is a lot of you guys have now realize that you've put yourself in a box, and you don't want to be in that box anymore. That box kept you small. That box kept you hidden. It kept you feeling low vibrational energies. When you walked into a room, you'd scrunch up your body so no one noticed you, because you this underlying belief that you felt like attention brought in negative energy. It made you susceptible to like pain, narcissists, all of these different energies that did not feel good. So instead, you tried to hide yourself. You tried to hide your personality. You tried to adapt, camouflage yourself to basically fit in so that people will like you. You became a people pleaser, so you thought that would make you experience less amount of pain. But what I'm getting is that didn't make a difference. You're realizing in your life that no matter what you do, it won't make a difference. There are just good, and I don't like this term like good and bad people, but there's just people who have fallen so far away from the frequency of love that they hurt other people, right? They hurt other people. But what God is saying is that you need to use your discernment to be able to pinpoint who is good for your energy and who's not good for your energy. And trusting yourself and building that relationship with yourself again will allow you to naturally like trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust spirit, trust God, and trust when your body says that this person's not good for you. Not sticking around because in hopes that they become a nice person or that they learn the error of their ways. You are not here to make someone learn the error of their ways. Okay, you were not put here for that reason. You were put here to evolve. Your soul is put here to evolve, and you stop your evolution when you stop to save everyone. People, the thing is that you have to allow people to honor other people's journeys. Okay, you are not meant here to save people from their own karma. You are meant here, yes, you can give a helping hand, but it becomes unhealthy when you completely throw yourself in there and try to save them from everything. Okay, that becomes a burden onto you. That becomes something, and it's not sustainable. Okay, ask yourself, every time I try to save somebody and completely neglect myself, did it turn out good? No, it didn't. So at the end of the day, you have to hop off that wheel. Okay, that wounded warrior wheel, like, honestly, because you have such a big heart, but you are meant to heal a mass amount of people, but from a healthy space. Spirit wants you to have a good relationship with yourself so that you do it in a healthy way. But it's not healthy if you're breaking your back, breaking your bank, breaking everything to save one person. Do you see what that to save one person? And that person isn't even yourself. Okay, that same energy you not even putting into yourself. Okay. The shadow reading. Just as the narwhal has gained mystique and reverence through its elusiveness, you may be clinging to the dark and mysterious image you have created by keeping your distance and not connecting with people. Do not be afraid to open yourself up to warmth, vulnerability, and companionship. The waters are far colder when you are alone. So some of you guys have developed this coping mechanism of becoming the hermit, but to unhealthy standpoint. Or you've like withdrawn from society, and you've basically come up with this belief that people are pain. And Spirit is saying, no, like, people are not pain. You can experience love and companionship from the good side of things, but you have to decide that you are ready for that. Okay, using your discernment with people and really trusting your gut, and not trying to convince yourself logically that, oh, you know what, like, I feel sorry for this person, so let me help them. No, if their energy is not feeling good for you, if they don't make you feel good at the end of the day, then they're not meant for you. So honestly, the lesson is not that you should not trust people, but it should be that you should trust yourself more. Use your discernment more. Okay, and really just believe yourself when your body tells you that this person is not good for you, or this energy is not, you're not good around it. If you feel drained at the end of the day with talking to somebody, that's also a key indicator that that person is not good for your energy. They sucking your energy dry. Okay, correspondent elements, so water. So some of you guys may have water placements, which also explains why you love so hard. Some stones: golden beryl, lepidite, sunstone. Spell work: move on from an acrimonious breakup, blessing a child or loved one, moving home, travel magic. So those could be some spell works, whatever resonates to you guys. So I want to touch on the breakup, moving on from a breakup. This can be platonically or romantically. Allow yourself to move on by putting that energy into you. Putting that energy into you. The time you spend reminiscing or wishing things turned out differently, you could be putting that energy into you. That same love and dedication that you put into others, you need to put into you. And honestly, you're really upset with yourself that you did not put that energy into you. And that's why it hurts so much, because you're putting all your eggs trying to save this one person, when your body and your mind, your spirit literally wants that same attention that you give others so freely as well. They want that energy, but you're neglecting yourself, using outside people as a distraction from yourself, because you don't feel safe in your body. You don't feel like you deserve that love, and that goes back down to your beliefs again. So self-worth beliefs right now, self-love beliefs right now is going to be the best thing for you right now. Okay, so that's the Freedom card. Let's do trust. Okay. Okay, so this horse card, trust. This card represents trust and loyalty. Throughout history and within different cultures, horses have been associated with war, power, death, and luck. However, any who have been chosen to work alongside them or ride them will probably favor the theme of trust. Oh, my bad. A large and imposing creature, since its domestication, the horse has been an essential part of human development, for good or ill. Humans have entrusted horses with their lives and fortunes. Horses have loyally walked alongside humans in battle, storm, and over oceans. This card is a symbolic of allegiance, solidarity, and camaraderie. It is a friendship forged from mutual respect and shared adversities. When a horse is trained to be ridden, they are said to be broken. Through this process, their natural animal urges to hide or flee are replaced with subservience to the human rider. One reading of this card could be warning you to not trust blindly, to follow your own will when you feel you are being led astray. It is urging you to trust in yourself. So some of you guys need to realize that if you're putting your trust outside of yourself, that can also make you subject to experiences you don't want to experience, right? So at the end of the day, trusting in yourself, trusting in God, trusting in the universe is your best bet. Stop going outside of you for answers. You have the answers through meditation, breath work, and really connecting back with your body. You will know what it is that you are looking for. What is the best thing for you? Okay. So a spell work for this card, and this card is also associated with earth element. So again, another earth placement. Blessing. So the spell word, blessing a marriage or union, encouraging trust and understanding between people, guarding against fraud. Okay, so use your discernment when it comes to people, places, and environments, but building that trust with your intuition, building that trust with your inner source is going to be your best bet. Following your heart, listening to your heart. Okay, how does your heart feel in this situation? Your body doesn't lie. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Before your mind knows why you don't like somebody or why somebody wasn't good for you, your body knows. Your body always knows. Okay. The next one is deal. Let's see. I don't know what let's see. Before you even read this card, like, Spirit is saying that you guys need to really reclaim your power. Stop giving it to things and people outside of you. When you ask people what they think you should do, it's because you don't trust yourself, and that's also you giving your power away. Okay. You give your power away when you look outside of you for answers. When someone's words against you means more than your own words against what that you say to yourself. So somebody can come to you and say one word, and then you believe it, and it ruins your whole day. That is because you do not have that strong sense of self. You do not trust yourself enough to make decisions. You do not trust yourself enough to know that you are loved. Okay, and you are love. You struggle with your identity, thinking that you are not a good person, but Spirit is saying that there's no such thing. Like, they wouldn't have chosen you for this job if they didn't believe that you were a good person. You were chosen to make a difference in this world, but that difference starts with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, that difference starts with you. Okay, so this is the GOAT and greatest of all time. Okay, and it's deal. That's the name of it. This card represents a pledge or contract. In Greek mythology, the goat is associated with God, Pan, who is, in his essence, nature untamed. This god was later interpreted by Christian mythology to symbolize the devil, and consequently much lore regarding the goat is swept up in the themes of evil, devilry, and deception. The goat was often associated with witchcraft and regarded as witches' familiar, with some believing that the goat was the devil himself who came to make a pact with a fledgling witch. This card is a pact of promises to be made. It is a sign of bondage to a person, institution, or cause. The goat is highly adaptive and resilient. Goats are excellent climbers and browsing grazers, making them hardy animals. They are agile in difficult terrain and able to surmount great natural obstacles. The deal card may symbolize a dependable contract, able to withstand significant changes and challenges. This card may be emblematic of a partnership, marriage, or union which has seen through times but always manages to overcome difficulties. So before I even so it says this card is also represented by those born under the Western zodiac sign of Capricorn. So what I'm getting from this is that you guys have really prevailed through a lot of challenges in your life. Even when you felt like there was no hope, even when you felt like you couldn't continue, you still found a way. And Spirit is saying to call upon that same energy of strength, courage right now to push you through this energy that you're feeling. When we go through shifts, it doesn't always feel good to be, because you're in that moment where you're really shedding that old version of you. So it feels painful, like you can't, they're just ascension symptoms that come up. You feel low energy, unmotivated, hopeless. And that is right before you hit that breakthrough. And Spirit is saying that you've come too far to give up now. You've come too far to give up now. And some of you guys, you need to be careful of the projected energy that is also sent your way. When you are not completely stable in your belief for yourself or who you are, which right now I'm going to assume that you are not, because you're watching this video and you're going through an identity shift, so you're not really completely sure of who you are in this moment. People, places, anything that comes to you with negative projections to tell you who they think you are, and if it's painful, I'm letting you know right now, God is saying that to not listen to them, to reaffirm to yourself that you are strong, you are brave, you are lovable, and you are loved. Okay, do not let this person's fear and projections be something that stays on you and in your auric field. Okay, be careful of who you surround yourself with right now, especially when you're going through this major transformation, is what I'm hearing. Okay, a shadow reading of the deal card indicates the God of the old world rather than the devil of the new. It is unbridled nature and spirit which cannot be tied down to material promise. The shadow reading of this card is chains broken, ridding oneself of an undesirable contract, or freeing yourself from bondage. So you guys are really freeing yourself from the limitations, the beliefs that other people have put on you. And I know it feels painful, but God is saying keep going. This is how you're going to fully experience true freedom. You deserve this true freedom. You deserve to be free from everything that people told you would become, okay, or be, or that you are. Spell work, breaking unhealthy bonds or connections, releasing yourself from promises of past life, blessing a covenant or promise. Okay, so some of you guys really need to let go of old connections that remind you of who you used to be. This can be very hard, and I remember when I first started my healing journey, and I had an old friend that would say, so I was like, I said something, and then she was like, yeah, since you struggled with that in the past. And she was basically trying to remind me of who I used to be. And I was like, I have no problem I cannot forget who I used to be. Thank you for bringing it up. But people who constantly try to bring you back to where they know you were and not embracing the new version of you, those are people that do not get to come on this new evolutionary journey with you. You need to make way for the actual people who want to uplift you and speak life into you. Your friendships need to speak life into you. They need to be motivating you. When you have a dream, they need to be supportive. And if they aren't, you need to drop it, dead it. Because this is where it comes back down to discernment. You believe that people are bad because you keep on choosing bad relationships. This is where you give your power away by thinking things are being done to you. No, you claim your power back by knowing that at the end of the day, I will use my discernment. I will trust my discernment about people, places, and things. Okay, you claim your power back when you know that you have the power to choose, and you've chosen bad in the past, and that doesn't make you a bad person. That made you a wounded person, a wounded healer, and you are no longer vibrating in that frequency. Okay, that frequency is no longer on your frequency. I'm sorry. So those are the messages from this deck, but I'm just gonna let you know, guys, like, I've been there where I've chosen relationships and people who I knew were not good for me from the jump, you know, and I had no one to blame but myself. And I'm not saying that I'm walking around blaming myself. I'm saying that that was just me not in the frequency of love. You know, I didn't felt like I deserve it, so I kept choosing wrong. But now you're in that frequency to choose better for yourself. So that's to show you that you're reclaiming your power. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the inner child deck and see what our inner child wants to say to us right now. Okay, remember, we can always heal through our inner child. So let's see what messages our inner child. All right, Spirit, any messages from our inner child? for this collective. Any messages from our inner child for this collective? Oh, it's getting dark. Let me put the lights on. Any messages from our inner child for this collective? Any messages? Okay. All right, inner child. Any messages for the collective? Okay. All right. So it says, be present, find clarity in the moment. So already getting that, you guys need to just realize that the happiness that you're looking for, it resides in the present moment. Stop worrying about what happened in the past, what you could have said differently, what you could have done differently. Right now, be present and be there for yourself. Be there for yourself in this moment. Okay, breathing. And I feel like that I got the breathing symbol. So when you breathe, when you do your breath work, it allows you to be present in the moment. Like, you're focusing on your breath. You are here, you're now. So in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds. And sometimes just breathing can make a situation feel a lot less hectic than you thought it really truly was. Okay, let's read the interpretation for this card. And that's number 3. So you are being supported right now during these moments. Do not think that you are alone. You are not alone. Spirit is there with you. Your ancestors are there with you, backing you. You are so heavily backed in the spiritual realm. And I know you noticed this from a young age. Okay, anybody who try to mess with you, they got their karma instantly. Okay, so don't think that spirit don't got your back. Spirit got your back like a belt strap. Okay, let's see. The only time we possess is the time we are presently in. While it is prudent to plan for the future and wise to remember the past, the present is where our life truly resides. If we outsource our happiness to future plans or past memories, then we lose the gift of the present day. In the end, our life will amount to the collection of our small moments, the moments of the everyday. If you have pulled this card, then it may be time to focus on what is in front of you now. Your exercise, awareness exercise. Bring your awareness to your body and your surroundings. Try not to let your mind drift toward future tasks or past memories. Let everything fall away and just be. Nothing where you are and how you feel, and focus on the details of the details. Let everything fall away and just be. Notice where you are and how you feel, and focus on the details of this present moment as an artist would. Look at the light, shapes, shadows, colors, and textures of what is before you. Once you have connected with the present, take time to ask yourself if there is anything that needs to come forward now. You can also just rest in the space, enjoying the beauty of your present moment. Here's a journaling prompt for you. What do you feel when you practice presence? Are there any feelings of sensations that arise during this practice that may stop you from being fully present? If so, sit with these feelings and ask yourself where they might be coming from. Note, the practice of presence can be life-changing. If you become overwhelmed at all during this practice, please take a step back and resume when you are ready. So whatever deep feelings you guys are feeling right now, just allow it to be. Like, allow yourself to just feel it in your body. Excuse me. Don't shy away from it. Don't run from it. Just allow it to just allow yourself to feel it. Okay? You're gonna be okay. Spirit is saying you're gonna be more than okay. There isn't anything you cannot overcome, and you're making a better life for yourself, and that takes strength, that takes power, and you're reclaiming your power. A lot of people don't realize that power is not in money. Power is not in external things, material things. Power is knowing, as having integrity, standing up for yourself, being there for yourself, using your voice. Okay, the things that people can't take away from you, that is your power. Okay, your sense of self. Who are you? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna read cards from my Gateway Activation of Light Oracle as well, because right now we're going through a powerful change and a powerful shift. And let's see what energies are opening up for this collective. Spirit, any energies opening up for my collective? Okay, let's read this card. Heart. It's so funny. That was what was on my mind. The heart chakra is opening up for you. And that's really good. That's beautiful. I love that for you guys. Let's read it. So it says Stargate, heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. Okay. Let's see what this card says. 144. Okay, Stargate, heart opening. Okay, the heart chakra is our connection to love and generosity. When open, it can take us on a powerful expedition to experience love. In Sanskrit, it is known as anahata, which means unstruck, or even unbroken, revealing that even though we may feel our heart is broken, our true spiritual heart is always whole. The heart chakra governs all aspects of our heart, including relationships, what lights us up, and of course, our self-worth. So right now, Spirit is sending us that energy of self-love, self-worth, and whatever heartbreak you're feeling right now, just allow Spirit to fully heal you. Open your heart up to unconditional love and to be healed, okay? Do not allow heartbreak to make you resentful, to make you hateful, spiteful. Those are all unhealthy feelings for your own heart, because then you don't get to fully express your love in the way that you want to because of fear. It keeps you holding back and thinking that connections aren't good for you, when that's not the truth, okay? We go through these lessons of pain to learn that when we meet people with those same characteristics again, we can trust our intuition and use our discernment to know that this person is not good for me, and trust that, not wait for it to happen, put ourselves through it, then to trust it. No, we trust it instantly off the bat, because our intuition is our guide, okay? This gateway transports us to an emerald city, the temple of our heart. This sacred space within is a place of wonder and love. Here we are reminded of the sacredness we hold within, and are encouraged to know that although it's like a hidden treasure, this beauty deserves to be seen and enjoyed by the outer world. In the gateway image, there is a path to the Emerald City, but it is a path less traveled. This can represent many years of denying our self-worth, and also moments during our lifetimes where we've pushed love away. But now we are moving closer to the love we are. So allow yourself to express the love you've always wanted to give, okay? If there's people, like, if you think about yourself and how you love. If you exist, what makes you think that other people cannot exist that are like you? It's a lack mentality when we think that there's not enough of us out there, when there is plenty, there's plethora. Just think about the people who are watching this video right now. They have that love, they have that same deep craving for human connection, a deep soul connection, whether it's romantic or platonic. So don't allow this heartbreak to keep you stuck, okay? Spirit is saying that you will prevail, you will be okay. To connect with this card, place your hands on your heart space and breathe deeply. Invite the sacred temple within to lower its drawbridge and open its gates so that you can experience love and harmony. Okay. Your message. Your heart space is a sacred space deep within you. For some time, you have protected it with psychic shields that have not only stopped you from being hurt, but also stopped you from feeling love. This gateway appearing shows that you have finally dropped these shields and are ready to experience love. Universal wisdom wants you to know that this is your divine right. You are highly empathic and a generous soul who has so much to give, and you are being called forth to reveal the deeper and more vulnerable aspects of your being. Divine light beings are surrounding you, holding you, and encouraging you to relax. All the restrictions and blockages of your heart space have now been removed. The worst is behind you, and the world needs you. So Spirit is saying that you have gone through your challenges already, right? Now that the only thing that may come up basic life challenges, it won't be like how it used to be in the past, where you experience suffering and pain, because now you have that awareness, you have that discernment to know that, hey, you know what, this is a red flag, let me stay away from it. I'm not going to repeat that pattern. Okay, that power comes back to you, and you realize that things are not being done to you, but it's being done for you, because you are now able to learn and take those lessons out into the real world. Use your discernment, use your intuition to protect you. But you don't have to keep up this shield and say that, you know what, love is pain. Love is not pain. Love is beautiful. Love allows you to fully expand. And as an empathic soul, we need to give love to other people. That is what we are here to do. Earth angels, we're here to spread love and joy on this earth, because guess what? It's not like that anymore. Things have changed. Like, people have just allowed fear to win, right? And you've bumped into those type of people, and I'm sure that's why you've experienced all this pain and lack of trust. But you also have to believe that there's good out there. You will find your tribe. Just allow your heart to open so that they can find you, okay? Reprogram your mind to know that you are deserving and worthy of love. Okay, so that's today's messages for you for today, guys. don't be afraid of your heart. Don't be afraid of your heart. Your heart is where the magic lies. Okay. So those are the messages. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this with somebody who needs it. Have a good day. Oh, almost dropped.